Next year, Intamin is building two amazing looking LSM coasters in Europe in 2023, Toutatis at Parc Astrix and Gotham City Escape at Park Warner Madrid. Both coasters look amazing, but the real question is, which will be better? Today I'm going to compare both of the coasters just like I did to Air Force One and Wildcat's Revenge a few weeks ago. The difference between this video is that each of these coasters have an American counterpart, Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. I've only ridden Velocicoaster, however I have some friends that have ridden Pantheon, and based off of the POVs that I've seen and what I've heard, I think I could get a pretty good idea of what Pantheon feels like. The reason why I'm mentioning these coasters is because Toutatis and Gotham City Escape will be very similar to these rides, meaning that by looking at Pantheon and Velocicoaster, we can picture what Toutatis and Gotham City Escape will be like. Starting off with our first category, we have stats. Both of these launch coasters reach their max height at the top hats. Gotham City Escape reaches a max height of 147 feet, while Toutatis reaches a max height of 167 feet. Because Gotham City Escape is smaller, it is also slower at 64 miles per hour compared to Toutatis' 66 miles per hour. Toutatis is also longer at 4,465 feet compared to Gotham City Escape's 3,313 feet. Toutatis is technically shorter than 4,465 feet, instead of being 3,526 feet, but that is the track length, not the traversal length. The reason for this is because Toutatis has a swing launch, so it goes over the same portion of track multiple times. Gotham City Escape does beat Toutatis' 3 inversions with 4, but I'll be giving Toutatis 3 points for height, speed, length, and Gotham City Escape 1 point for inversions. The next category in this video will be the layout. Both coasters start off with a launch into an inversion. Gotham City Escape goes into a small flutter pop into a corkscrew, while Toutatis goes into a cutback style element. Both coasters will give great hang time, but I'm going to have to give it to Toutatis because of the added whip. Toutatis also goes into some bunny hills before the swing launch, but I'm not going to really give them any credit because they probably won't really give any airtime. It's just kind of filler. When it comes to the launches, both coasters will get a point because Toutatis has the airtime hill while Gotham City Escape has the more powerful launch. The reason why Gotham City Escape's launch is more powerful is because it is one launch getting the train up to speed instead of 3 separate ones. After the launches, both rides then will head into their headlining element, the top hat. The top hats are the tallest points on each ride. Toutatis being 167 feet, Gotham City Escapes being 147 feet. Both of the drops should be pretty similar because even though Toutatis is taller, the drop is also a little steeper, so when you put them together, it's basically going to feel about the same because it's not even that much taller or steeper. Gotham City Escape will get the point because of the added twist into the top hat. While Toutatis basically has no twist whatsoever into the top hat, Gotham City Escape has almost a full 180 degrees, giving some excellent whip. Both coasters have spikes. Toutatis has a massive vertical spike, while Gotham City Escape has a smaller backward spike that is beyond vertical. Toutatis will get the point because of the added height. The next comparison are the stalls. Toutatis has a 0G stall right after the drop, similar to Velocicoaster, while Gotham City Escape has a stall at the very end of the ride. While the one on Toutatis is longer track-wise, Gotham City Escape's is higher and slower. Gotham City Escape has the slower stall, meaning that it will have more hang time. It will get the point. Both coasters have an ejector camelback, so both will get a point for that. Next, I will compare the third inversion of each ride. Toutatis has a short and snappy heartline roll, while Gotham City Escape has a fast corkscrew. Toutatis will get the point because while both will have good whip, Toutatis will have more snap to it. Both coasters will have wave turns, however they are a little different. Toutatis has more of a stall type element similar to Pantheon, while Gotham City Escape has a more traditional wave turn similar to Velocicoaster. Gotham City Escape will get the point because of the more intense element. So now that I've run out of elements to compare, I'm just going to list off the elements that I haven't mentioned that I think are worth a point. Starting off with Toutatis, it has a small little wave turn that is during the first turnaround after the swing launch. That's a point. Toutatis also ends with a double up, and I think that should be a point. Meanwhile, Gotham City Escape has a wave turn dive loop mix of an element. I think that should be worth 2 points because it's basically going to be one of the best elements on both of these coasters. Gotham City Escape also has a third launch. That'll be another point. Now I'm going to add another part to the layout section. I'm going to compare the parts of the coaster that make it great. Example like airtime or pacing. So first I'm going to compare the whip of the elements of each ride. Now this one is the hardest to compare because it really depends on what animation of the ride you're looking at. Luckily, both of these coasters are mostly constructed. In fact, Toutatis has actually been testing, so Gotham City Escape will get the point because looking at the transitions, they look a little faster and seem to be a little more of them. The next category is pacing. Gotham City Escape will also get the point because it just seems to hold its speed better. The only time it seems to slow down is on the stall, which is fine because it actually makes the ride better. Airtime. This one is actually pretty close, but Toutatis will get the point because it seems to sneak a pop of airtime everywhere it can. From the little outer bank pops before the swing launch, which may or may not give airtime, to the airtime hill in the middle of the swing launch, to the little pop on the low to the ground turnaround, Toutatis really just seems to have a little bit more airtime than Gotham City Escape. For the duration category, Toutatis will get the point because the swing launch adds a lot of time to the duration. Gotham City Escape does have the better set of inversions because even though two of them are just corkscrews, the stall and the dive loop are two very good looking inversions. When it comes to intensity, I think that Gotham City Escape will once again win because it is more relentless and doesn't have as many chances to take a breath. The next category is aesthetics. This includes stuff like presentation. First off is the color scheme. Gotham City Escape has a jet black color scheme like Velocicoaster, while Toutatis has a more pomegranate red track with dark gray supports. Both coasters have great color schemes, however Toutatis will get the point just because I prefer the colors a little better. The settings of the reds are very different, however both of them are very good. Toutatis is located in the woods, while Gotham City Escape is located over some buildings and crosses over many pathways. Though Toutatis has a very pretty setting, I do prefer the one on Gotham City Escape because I love how it interacts with guests and the buildings. Gotham City Escape will get the point. Since Gotham City Escape is located over a bunch of pathways, I also think it has a better presentation. Gotham City Escape will get the final point. So in the end, it was close, but Gotham City Escape is the winner. Do you agree? What do you think will be better? Do you think they will be better than Air Force 1 or Wildcats Revenge? If you have an answer to any of those questions or anything else, feel free to write a comment below. And with that said, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. We're also very close to 300 subscribers, and that would be awesome if we could hit it within the next week. And finally, please make sure to have a thrilling rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.